And so, hecaton. I'm just rereading my notes, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Um, I think I'm cool with it. I don't really know what we would do here. Alright, yeah, no. So we're mad respected. Yeah, let's move. You start high, bargain low. I'm willing to compromise. I'll take 2 of your soldiers. It's fine. You know, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. And we're just like, psh. It's fine. cold out there.
You're drinking coffee, hot coffee, and beer. Are you drinking hot coffee and room temperature beer?
Drinking cold coffee and kind of cold beer.
Okay. It's a little less sweet.
All right. Shauna, did you see my message about Wand of Wonders? Yay! It's such a fun item. It's the most fun item that I read about. I just target something, whether it's a person, place, or thing, and then I roll a D100 and something happens. It's great. It's such a fun item. You're a coward. Great.
She start climbing, and he just like confidently just like starts going. And underneath his feet, you can see the like rubble of the mountain as this frost giant, literally digs his hands in, and creates handholds for himself, going up. What do you all do?
Is there any way that we can are these handholds distinct enough or close enough that they can be traversed?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna go for it.
All
I
right,
will too.
everybody make athletics checks.
Is acrobatics reasonable?
Okay, I'll say
You're
here's
jumping
what
and
I'll let you
climbing.
do.
Goddamn.
Here's what I'll let you do. It's still gonna use strength, but if you're proficient in acrobatics, I'll let you use your.
I'm
add your
proficient in
proficiency.
athletics too.
I'm not proficient in acrobatics, but my dex skill is way better than my strength skill.
It's fine. We're all great.
Oh my god.
I'm not strong, guys. This isn't my thing.
Oh, that's everybody because Josh isn't here.
Damn, I rolled the highest, and I have a -2.
Wait, I can fly. Hold on.
It's true, you can fly.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna use my ability and bypass the whole thing.
Okay. So yeah, because you quickly realize that just he's like, what, he's almost 15 feet tall, right? So the gap between them are just too big for you to be able to go, and you try to like leap from one to the other one, but it's very quick. You can tell very quickly it's going to be way too dangerous. So Sam, you can fly.
Yeah.
What? Harshnag at this point, he doesn't even seem to realize that you guys are all struggling. Like, he's still just going up. What do you do, Sam?
Maybe like. I'm I'm just gonna fly over and like tap his shoulder and tell him to wait a sec.
Oh,
We're having a hard time.
I
Hey,
could see how that could be difficult.
Wait, can you
And
pick
then
us up?
Yeah, yeah. He immediately like slides back down, and he's like, I don't think he could climb it while like holding you, but if you could find some way to fasten yourselves to him, maybe.
I have rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
I could just like hang on to his collar. Of his
We could
shirt.
just like tie it around in like a ring and then just all kind of hang.
Yeah, you could do either of those things.
I can turn one of you into a misty cloud of gas.
That's honestly so appealing.
But
Would I have the? Would there be a risk of me wisping away in the wind?
No.
I don't
Okay.
think so. But I don't know if it's worth it because it's one of my 2 spells for the day.
All right, forget about it.
We'll just hang. We'll just.
If there's
Hang.
another
All right. So how are you all fastening yourselves to him?
Alright, wait, like how big is this man?
He's like 15 feet tall.
Oh, 15. Wow, okay.
Maybe not quite 15, but like more than 12 feet tall.
Okay, my head was
It's
at like
space that he
20,
takes.
25.
No, he takes up the space that he takes up is 15 by 15, whereas your space that you take up is 5 by 5. Right?
Yeah.
So he's
He's a
about
big
3 times
square.
your size.
I could probably carry a smaller one of you while I fly.
Yeah, I think so.
I could hop on and breathe.
And honestly, the height that you have to go isn't that far. It's only like maybe 300 feet before you get, and it seems to be like a clearing from there. Then you might have to descend some and go back up. But this specific like icy cliff face is not super high.
So Harshnag, maybe if you give my 2 medium-sized friends a lift, you could probably carry one in each arm. You seem pretty strong, and then I'll carry the small. What race are you, Nemo?
I'm a goblin.
Goblin? I can probably carry a goblin and fly up.
Yeah, that's no problem. It would be like half speed, right? But like you have more than enough time with your flying to get up.
Yeah, I
So
have 10 minutes.
I wanted to say I cradled into his arm, but I don't think that's a really mannequin thing to do.
all right. So okay. So are you tying yourself to him, or are you holding on like to?
I'm just gonna ask,
Does he have a
what do you
shirt?
feel most comfortable
Oh,
doing?
he has like armor. He doesn't. He.
I'm
is
just gonna
more than
hang
what
then.
you're
I'm
more
just gonna try to
comfortable.
impede him as little as possible. I'll just
Okay.
hang from the back.
All right. So you two make athletics checks again. DC will be significantly easier. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see.
I believe in you, Dan. Higher than a 3.
There you go.
You got a 4.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna have Harshnag make one as well. Where did he go? I just had him open.
He trips
Oh,
and
wait,
falls
it's
down the
perfect.
mountain.
It's proficiency. Yeah, no issues.
Nice.
And yeah, when you get to the top, it's a mixture of stone and ice. But the path forward actually seems relatively clear. There are a number of days on this journey, right? It's like 100 miles. So what's the travel pace? This is why there are rules for things.
God bless rules. It's such a chaotic time.
Unprecedented time.
Okay, so we're gonna call it 4-day journey. So somebody roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
No way. I think I know what that is.
Is it fun?
So you come across. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. Oh, because it didn't open big enough. Da-da-da. Wow, that's not actually terribly exciting. That's okay. You come across. You feel like you haven't seen already. It's only been about a day of travel, but you feel like you haven't seen anybody else. But just there's no life anywhere really. There's no trees. It's just ice and mountain. And you come across something that seems a little absurd. Just casually strolling towards you, there are 5 what appear to be reindeer.
Look at how cute they
They
are.
don't seem hostile.
Are they the flying kind of reindeer or just the
Are there
reindeer
any-
reindeer?
I don't know.
Are there any large men in red suits?
Make a perception check.
Oh.
This is my favorite time that I've been prompted to do that ever.
No.
The dream was there. I'm gonna try to approach, like, nimbly.
Okay.
Like,
When
just,
you say nimble, like
like real light and kind of, like, not, like,
you just
not
don't wanna
like-
scare them.
yeah, not out of their sight or anything. Like, I'm not trying to, like, sneak up on it, but I just want to, like, tiptoe and just be like, hey, it's cool.
They clearly notice you and they stop, but they don't like run away or anything. They're just staring at you as you approach.
I'm gonna just keep going.
You're like within 3 feet of them at this point.
I want to try to pet the closest one.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, boy. Hey!
That's funny. Yeah, so you do the thing, you know, where you like reach out you put out your hand for them to sniff so that they know you're not a threat. And the one in the front immediately seems to like you. It comes up and lets you pet it and gets real close.
Is our reindeer in D&D like known? Do I know anything? Are they special or is this just like a?
Make a nature check.
All right, Danny.
Yeah, you're killing it. A lot of different northern cultures, like the barbarian tribes that you've come across, consider them to be good luck, but there's not anything like special about them. But they're also part of the reason why they're considered good luck is this far north and into the mountains. They're an incredibly rare sight.
Interesting.
Is there any kind of indication that these, like, I assume reindeers can be herded and owned. Is there any indication that there could be any
Nope.
presence of anything?
Nope.
I want to try to hop on the one who likes me's back.
I mean, you rolled a natural 20, so I'm gonna say it's no problem.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, I found some
Right, you're
reindeer.
reindeer.
What if we all rode reindeer instead of walked? That sounds faster.
I would really like that. I would be a big
That
proponent
sounds
of that.
faster.
Especially if they talk.
I feel like it would have talked to me by now.
I guess we can
Maybe
try,
I don't know.
but
Or maybe it's just
what
shy.
are they doing all the way up here?
Just chilling. I have no explanation. I have no idea where this, like, what the significance of this is. So I'm just trying to take it at face value and move forward.
I
If
mean, are
something
we
happens, then
trying
it
to ride
happens.
the reindeer, or are we just leaving them be?
I have
Are
claimed
they-
this unicorn as my mount. This
Are they
unicorn. This
big?
reindeer.
Yeah, I'm trying to ride one.
Make an animal handling.
Even if all of you fail at obtaining a reindeer, this reindeer is mine.
So you
I
can,
think it's even more yours if all of us fail.
you can add a D4.
Ooh,
You know,
add
I'm
that
gonna try
D4,
to.
baby.
Wait, what do I do?
I
Animal
can never
handling?
see what I roll until I scroll.
Yeah, and I'm casting guidance on each person as they do it. So,
That's fair.
I'm doing it.
so
Thank
use
you.
D4.
So that puts you at a 16. Cameron also at a 16. Oh my goodness, friends. Do I have? Hold on. Let's see how.
We're taming
At this
reindeer.
point, you've all done so well. I'm not even gonna roll for Josh. I think you've all acquired yourself some reindeer mounts.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Let's go.
I don't care if they don't fly.
Yeah, they do not appear to fly, but they are gonna pretty significantly increase your travel speed.
Wow.
Sick.
This is the best day of my life.
Do any of them have a shiny nose?
No.
All right. I guess we're moving in style now. Sorry, Harshnag.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
Oh, Harshnag has been walking at a leisurely pace, so you all can keep up. He's gonna be fine. He's got long legs. He's like Dan Tomasic in speed walking.
The most unfair advantage anyone's ever had.
Give me 1 second here. But yeah, that's gonna cut a day out of your travel easily.
Go reindeer.
So another day passes. There's 5 of you. There we go. Another day passes, and you begin up a path. As you've gone, the paths have been less and less traveled, right? More frosted over, more seemingly abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
But very obviously, you can see footprints that seem fairly recent here.
They seem human, like humanoid-sized footprints.
Make a survival check.
I'm casting guidance.
There's a bunch of them too, so yeah, you can get.
Okay. 12.
See what happens if I hit play on this. Okay, so.
Oh shit.
12. Yeah. Ooh.
Are we listening to only Kevin MacLeod hits?
Yeah, because those are the ones that I could easily get
Nice.
the licensing set up for.
Yeah, he's in Comptech.
Yeah. It's too loud again though for me. There we go. So there is a wide variety of footprints. Some that are smaller. Some that are very large.
You say they are giant?
Yeah. There seems to be it's very rarely actually that you can see the larger footprints. It seems that the giant was leading and the rest were following. There's too many people walking over the same tracks to really get a good idea of size of or amount of
Mhm.
people.
Can I one question. Are giants known to like take slaves at all of people, or is this like is the reason to suspect this is a mutually
We knew that there
beneficial
was a fire
agreement?
giant that was leaving with a band of orcs and goblins and such.
Yeah.
Seems like this could fit the bill.
Mhm.
Yeah. And fire giants are some of the most cruel of the giant kind.
Okay.
So the answer is they're considered which you can debate the difference, but like they often have basically serfs that serve them. So not quite slaves, but basically slaves. Harshnag's like, well, are we go up there and hit them with our sticks?
Yeah,
I think that's a good
Yeah,
plan.
why not?
only thing to do. We hit things.
All right. So here, I'm gonna put all of you on the edge of this map here. Good enough. You guys will be able to move. It's not long coming up this hill until you come to exactly what you expect. Oh, that's not the right map, friends. It might not load in time. It's fine. This is insanity. You get to just see random maps as I scroll through. It's great. Boom. Yeah. So, you hear first of all a bunch of yelling, of which as you approach you can see are mostly these hobgoblins, that are like put your back into it, that kind of thing, yelling at these ogres over here, which are seemingly pulling out a large piece of stone from this dig site with rope. There are also a bunch of goblins that are digging in another hole over here, on the bottom, and over here. Meanwhile, the fire giant is standing there, and he has this large staff that he's holding, and he's just kind of presiding over it. He's not speaking. Yeah, so they don't notice you thus far. They're much too caught up in their own business.
Loving the dynamic lighting.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of dynamic lighting here. We'll have more of it as we go, but this is mostly here since it is daytime. It's mostly just so you can see who's actually in cover or not, right? Like theoretically, you guys can't see down here because of the tents and the trees and stuff like that.
How fun.
Uh,
I look to my friends and I say, "Are we just going for the ambush? Do we want to try to look a little further, or do you just want to go for it?"
I mean, if I can get a good angle, I can deal some serious damage with my new staff.
There's a small chance that if I use the Wand of Wonder, I could really do some damage.
Like,
Or just do
I'm
nothing.
fine with anything.
I'm cool with Breeze doing whatever his staff thing is.
if someone can get me like, it's like a big area.
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where I should be. What are these black spots?
As it like this like L-shaped thing here, you mean?
No, I have like these big black.
That's places that you can't see because of the actual terrain. So like if you move your token around, they'll move.
Oh, really? That's
Yep.
Damn.
Technology.
And so I also have it enabled for all of the monsters as well. So like if you try to hide, like I can actually tell what's in line of sight and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome.
interesting. I
This
kind of
is
want to try and get a better look a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can I just like, ooh, that's cool.
And I have it set up, if you see like on the trees, it's like almost like a cross shape. That's just so that you can like see what's blocking your vision, right? Like so obviously you can't see that little portion, like you know what I mean, like just so that you have a bit a better idea, because otherwise it gets weird if I actually like block out what you can't see. Like you can't tell what's the way it functions. You can't tell what's making it so that you can't see, and it gets super weird. So yeah, you're trying to get a better look.
Yeah, I'm just kind of creeping around,
Sure. Do you want my
trying to see.
Okay, make a stealth check for me. It's not gonna be they're pretty loud, so it's not gonna be very difficult, but
Yeah, absolutely.
With guidance.
yeah, sure. Okay. So there are a couple things you see. One, as you come around. Ooh, this is dramatic, isn't it?
I dig this.
Yeah, I think it's a good vibe.
As you come around, you probably can't quite see it with the way the map is set up, but if you move a little bit further, you'll see that there's actually a dead goblin here. The blood is seeping into the snow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So yeah, you don't know what that's about. What specifically are you trying? They don't seem to have noticed you still.
I'm trying to get in a position where I can get a bunch of things with a 60-foot cone.
Gotcha. So put yourself wherever that would be. Just keep going until you find you find your spot, I guess. I mean, your stealth isn't great, but thus far it's good enough.
I don't know. I can't get that close. Like if I get here, I'm still pretty far from him.
Yeah, it's a big map.
I probably want to be like.
You'd probably, like, because that would be.
I will say if you cross like
Yeah,
past
like, imagine
this
I can't
tent,
get that close.
past this tent, it will be impossible for them to not see you, right? There's nothing to hide behind.
That's awkward.
You could just go for it and then, I mean, potentially get a surprise round and then try to run out and get yourself into position. But like, if you try to sneak past there,
Alright.
you would know that there's just no way that they
I'm
wouldn't
not
see
gonna
you.
bother with the cone. I'm just gonna hit him with a fireball.
Okay.
I'm just gonna from here. Fireball's a.
It's 120, right?
I believe so. And maybe, well, you guys can come in when it's time.
Yeah. So let's all roll initiative.
Sure.
You are gonna obviously you're gonna get your surprise round. So bam. I'm gonna run these. It also doesn't seem like these goblins are gonna be around for long, but I'm gonna run them in groups of 4.
Should I go for the goblins primarily and just try and take out as many of them as I can? I think that's probably best. Or I can go for the ogre.
I like destroying their action economy.
Initiative, and then hobgoblins. There's what, 6 of them, 7 of them, 7 of them. So I'll run them in a group of 3 and a group of 4.
Shifting characters is so disorienting.
Yeah.
Especially because these two are so different. The two that I play.
Oh yeah.
Mannequin's such a weird ass character. I
Alright.
regularly forget I have spells.
Is anybody not in? I see Mannequin. I see Nemo. I see Tony.
I don't see Breeze.
Yeah, I don't see Breeze. What did you roll, Breeze?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. Sorry.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And then I'll roll for Daisy.
There we go.
Okay. Do I see Breeze in here? Breeze, nice. Okay, so sword descending. Okay, well that actually makes it pretty easy. So yeah, so Mannequin, you see Breeze start to get ready to like go into action, right? What do you do?
I am going to. So. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10. I'm gonna move here. And then I'm gonna use my Wand of Wonder.
All right, here we go.
Right. 1 sec. What's Fireball's radius?
20 foot.
20 feet.
So I'm probably gonna hit like all of these guys.
Well, I'm just trying to account for all of the different damage possibilities of this spell.
I don't know what that thing does.
It's all good. I got it. Cause
I'm
the
excited to
shot
find Hope it does something wonderful.
is pretty lit. Alright, good enough. I'm gonna cast right here on this guy.
Okay.
Wand of Wonder! Let's roll a D100 and see what happens. 78, let's see. What does 78 do?
Choose a target.
Fireball!
So you cast Fireball on centered where?
On this guy.
Okay.
Stealing my thunder, bro.
So
That's amazing.
This is gonna be insane. So fireball's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah. Is it? What is it? 48, 38?
Fireball is 8d6.
I was very wrong.
So, boom. So it's definitely gonna hit those guys.
A little short of that guy,
Not
but
them. Definitely these guys.
I was accounting for lightning bolt as well.
Yeah. So it's gonna basically hit these 3 groups, is what I'm gonna say. So they all make dex saves. I am also going to just make them in groups of 4. Also because it might not even matter. So this is the topmost group. They rolled a natural 1.
Woo.
So 20 yeah, so they're just all boop. Second group.
These are all goblins, right?
Yep.
I cry. as I see
I was
my-
gonna, yeah, it's just also you saw goblins and you went. I respect it. 18. Does it give you a spell save DC for Wand of Wonder?
I believe it's 15, but let me double check. Yeah,
Okay.
15.
Oh, they only have 7 HP, so it doesn't. It's not relevant. So I'm not even making the saves for these because why would I?
Yay!
And then Breeze. You can-
Slaughter.
maybe your course of action changes slightly.
Yeah, it does change slightly. Let me do some.
Fireball right here is still that hits all of these people.
I know. I think I have a different idea though. I'm just gonna kind of fuck it. I'm just gonna run up to the like 3, 4, 5.
Oh, and for sure at this point,
I'm
right,
gonna run up
we
to like
gotta-
here, and then I'm gonna cast lightning bolt using my staff of power.
Oh, so you hit. Okay, so they make dex saves.
Yes.
So okay, so
The
you
staff-
roll damage, and I'll
I've casted at 5th level, by the way,
great.
which is cool.
So starting with the fire giant.
This music is lit in a very different way.
Mhm.
Does he get advantage or anything?
Good call, Cam. Music's great.
Thanks, man. I mean, thanks, Sean. He did all of it.
God bless America.
Okay, so that's a natural 20 for the fire giant. So that's going to be a success. Then the next I'm just going literally in the line. So the next one that it hits is the hobgoblin. Dexterity. It's a 12. I'm pretty confident that's going to fail.
Yeah, sweet.
Just double check he doesn't get anything fancy. Deal. Yeah, no. And then there's 2 ogres.
I rolled very well on damage.
Great. 9 for the first ogre. And 5. So, okay, so fire giant succeeds, the rest all fail. Oh, Harshnag's got to get in here too. Let me add him. Where did he end up? Perfect. What do we got?
I rolled 46 points of damage.
46. Okay, so half for the fire giant. That's insane. So yeah, obliterated. Still alive, but not great. Whoops. There we go. So the 2 ogres are still alive, but are looking rough. At this point, the combination of the fucking fireball and lightning bolt going off, there's a boom and a crack, and of course your reindeers are gonna fucking run for it.
Oh God, no.
You have to. I have to find new ways to punish you all. There's nothing else I can do. You're too powerful for me already.
The
I have to
damage.
attack you where it hurts.
I don't even see it happen because this tree.
Yeah.
blocks
I only have power because of luck.
This tree is like impenetrable.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else, Breeze?
No.
No. Okay. Nemo Winterbelly.
Well, I'm almost tempted if I'm so close to the reindeer to get mine back, but you know, I'll pay attention to the task at hand. I am going to move closer so I can get in melee distance. Let's see. 30 feet. Alright, snap the corner. This music is crazy.
I love it.
You can, just so that everybody knows, that you have like the music tab. You can turn it up or down, however you need. If it's
How do I
I'm
do that?
keeping it blasted.
I am fine listening to it at this volume, but I worry that the stream it might be a little loud.
yeah,
so I'll
we'll
turn it
have to
down.
do some testing with that, right? But as
Has
we
this
go.
guy been attacked right here? Wait, I'm trying to.
Ping. I'm sorry. Ping it again.
The big guy. This guy.
So he's taking damage from Sam's lightning bolt that just shot through him. But he succeeded on the save, so it tickled him a little bit.
All right, so I'm going to move 30 feet down and do a range attack on him. So.
Okay.
So that's 2.
Oh, and you can fix your HP there, buddy.
Oh, word. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you've taken at least 3 long rests since then.
So we're at triple health.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna use Planar Warrior and do my little thing.
Yeah, 24 will hit. Oh my! Wow, that's a lot. That's some damage.
Wow.
16 unfortunately is a miss.
Dang.
Harshnag. Gonna. Where was he? He was up here. Call him there. If he went like 5 game 5 15 20. Why does it do that? I hate it. 5. There we go. Yeah, so I don't think he can actually get down there, but since it's a surprise round pretty much anyway, he's gonna just take the dash action to get right up into this giant's face. He knocks out these like tables here that have a bunch of just like mining digging gear, like shovels and stuff, knocks him out of the way. Is getting ready to come in with an overhead strike. Ogre is surprised. Tony Badinsky.
That's me, baby. Here I come with my high movement speed and ranged attacks. We're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This dynamic lighting is beautiful.
It's pretty
we're
cool.
gonna do
Wait
that
until we get to the
again.
next map. You're gonna like it.
How do I load music?
35,
Settings.
40.
Under jukebox,
Yeah,
Sam.
50.
I got it.
don't know.
You got it. Okay.
So what does this dynamic lighting do? Is it just the shadows, or is it doing other stuff that I'm not noticing?
Shadows. Also, on a map that's actually dark, it'll based on your character's actual like vision. Well, different people can see different things based on that. You'll see as we go. All right. Oh, Josh is here. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Hey.
You're basically just in time. The group. So you found a bunch of reindeer. And you've been riding them on your way to the Eyes of the Allfather, but
They're gone
then
now.
you ambushed a fire giant leading a dig site essentially with all these goblins and hobgoblins, and
Is that what we're
Breeze
doing?
and mannequin number 5 used big AoE stuff and scared the reindeer off, so they're running away. Tony, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Cool. Goblins are surprised. Hobgoblin surprised. Goblin surprised. Wait. Whatever. I don't care. Fire giant is. Is he. One of the types of giants are immune to being surprised. It's not them. Surprise, surprise. Daisy Ditzeldorf.
Gotta assess on the fly.
Is
He's dead.
Josh, are you here?
I'm here.
It's your
Okay.
turn. It's your turn.
I'm gathering my.
Yeah, I
bearings.
know
I'm all ready.
you're
So the reindeer are up there. I see.
yeah, the reindeer
So
up there,
I'm
they're running away
assuming-
from you right now.
Ganondorf is a
stuff.
giant.
Yeah, it does look like Ganondorf, doesn't
It
it?
does look like Ganondorf. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have? Can I assume like we like we rested and stuff?
Oh yeah. You're at
Okay,
full everything.
No, that just is Ganondorf. What the hell?
Yeah, straight up like.
You do.
And he's the one we're all kind of fighting. What about these goblins down here? Are they also aggressive?
Everyone is aggressive that isn't
they
us.
probably are. If
We
they
got our
weren't
homeboy
before,
here.
they are now because they've been burnt to a crisp.
Cool. And any
There was
status effects
about
or anything on
20
these guys?
more that got incinerated before you got here.
Oh wow! Holy shit. Okay. I like the idea of doing a shatter in a way where, no, just kidding. Doing a what's it called? Dissonant whispers in a way where the giant will run this way. And place it like. It's not an AOE, right? It's just you use it on a single
On
creature.
one person, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna move up into range if I can. Where am I? I always forget my speed. Hold on.
25.
25. So 5, 10, 15. This would be 25, right?
Close enough. I'm not super
Okay,
worried.
that's fine. I don't know if I'm in range though.
What's the range?
60 feet for the big boy. for Ganondorf?
Oh, for the Ganondorf guy? Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna use boom.
Yeah, we'll say it's fine.
It
Okay,
is.
So
I
who
measured.
makes a wisdom save? Whoops. Select. There we go. Wisdom. Roll a 21.
Damn.
Does he take half on a failure? On a success?
Half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Okay, so he still takes the 7 damage.
Seven is no. And then I'll give a bardic inspiration. Who's next? Tim. Mannequin. All right, I'll give Mannequin a bardic inspiration die. That's my bonus action.
Okay. And then we're back up to the top. The first sort of real round here. Let's see. What would you like to do, mannequin number 5?
I'm working that out right now. I'm sorry. My plan changed.
I guess to be fair, technically, this is
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, oops, 30. And then I'm going to light my flame tongue.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that obscures things in a way I wasn't expecting.
I just added for the amount of dirt.
Oh,
That's fair. You know those goblins are there though because they were moving around. You watched
yeah.
them walk in.
I'm going to
Yeah, they're-
cast it, the shatter here after lighting my flame tongue.
Okay, so they all make so that's 15 foot.
10 feet. It was
10.
hitting 3 of them. I measured it out before I couldn't see.
The 3 goblins.
Yeah.
Cool.
There was. Yeah.
Cool.
Wait,
Um,
actually,
it's up to you.
um, I'm actually gonna cast it to hit these two.
These 2 people over here. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay, so the ogre is gonna make his Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
That's an 18.
18 succeeds.
Okay, and then the hobgoblin.
Wait, it's 11 plus spellcasting modifier.
It's plus proficiency bonus plus your spell.
Oh, okay, it's 14. It's 14.
14. Okay, yeah. So they both succeed, so they're gonna take half. Hey, they might actually get a turn. And that's it for you.
Oh yeah.
All right, Breeze.
So how rough are these ogres looking after getting lightning bolted?
The one that Danny just hit is at 6, and the one that he didn't hit is at 13. So not good.
All right, I guess I'll just try and like finish him off. So I'm gonna kind of roll this way a little bit.
Okay.
Get behind these guys. I didn't pay attention to how much I exactly moved. I think I.
That's okay. You're fine.
And then I'm just gonna shoot some Eldritch blasts at the ogres I hit.
Okay.
So the first one's gonna go at the one that's less. That's more healthy.
Cool. Give me 1 second here. I want to just check something. Oh, I can do that and see what you can see. That's cool. 17 will absolutely hit. 10 damage.
Yeah.
So he's still up.
All right. And then I guess I'll just fire at the same one.
Okay. Oh God. Yeah. So 4 damage will absolutely do it. So yeah, they have these ropes and they're trying to pull this like this stone. You can't quite tell what it is. Up with ropes, and he barely managed to even like let go after getting blasted by your lightning bolt before, and is starting to go to like slowly run over, and he just down he goes. No turns for that guy. Nemo Winterbelly.
All right, I still can't get here in 1 turn, but I will move 30 feet closer. So right here. And I guess I'll just do another ranged attack.
Okay, roll to hit. Yeah. Okay. Just he's just heavily armored, and at this point he's thrown down his staff and turns to face you, and you just get him right in the neck as he whips around to face
Baby.
10 top. Not gonna hit, unfortunately.
Wouldn't expect.
Harshnag is gonna just attack, right? What else is he gonna do?
It's gonna hit.
Cool. Cool. So that's 2 hits for a lot of damage.
I'll say.
All right, this ogre is gonna run down. No, I think he just straight up runs away. I'm gonna go like this way. And then Tony Binsky.
Oh baby, you know what time it is. Time to play the odds. So I'm gonna walk up to this fire giant guy,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna swing my sword around like a desk fan. That's how fast I'm swinging it. Look at me go. I'm
Unfortunately.
actually surging right off the bat, and it's
Oh shit. Okay, so only the 18 hit. Do you get to re-roll that? You do get to roll the 1d6 on that.
all right. One
That's-
for 4, baby.
That is just the worst.
Ah, so we're gonna call that 15 damage.
15 damage. Hey, he's not looking so great. He would be doing a lot worse if you managed to hit him more than once. And so next up, this group of goblins, they take the dash action and are gonna go this way. Let's use. Whoops.
Are the goblins like actually evil, or are they just like contracted by these big guys?
You don't know that. You have no idea. How close? Where were they actually? I need to see.
Perhaps
we may have just
should
killed
have
a bunch
talking
of guys.
first, but we did not do that.
Oh yeah. Okay. So no problem. Select. Going this way. And they have the ability to bonus action hide, so they're going to do that. Let's just use you as the guinea pig. You can kind of just barely see them. Okay, I'm making a stealth check for them. That's pretty good. Yes, they are running into over here and are hiding behind these trees. Their entire family is dead, and they are scared.
Oh no. Feel a little bad, but not that.
Heroes.
The music is much too dramatic for how badly this fight has gone for my friend thus far. Do hobgoblins have any ranged? They have longbows. Yeah, longbow. Are they even at? Oh no. Okay, so it's gonna be a nice longbow attack at you, Nemo Winterbelly. 22 to hit.
Oh no, that doesn't hit.
It's gonna be 5 piercing damage. And he's like yelling at the goblins as they run away, like, "You cowards, stand and fight!" But yeah, no. These goblins are similar thing and start moving this way. Taking a This is better. This one's actually gonna peek out and it's gonna shoot at mannequin number 5.
Ah!
Wait, hold on. I need to. What is it? Command L. Boom. So this one just shoots normally because he doesn't really have anywhere to go to hide. Hello?
Hi.
Damage? Roll? Short bow. 10 to hit.
No.
Danny, what's your passive perception? 9?
9.
Okay, yeah, so these attack, so immediately then, these guys peek out, and their attacks are going to be at advantage because they rolled higher than a 9 on stealth, believe it or not. And so let's see what they can do. That's a miss. That's a 15. It's a 24 natural 20. Hell yeah. And
Yeah,
another
that hits.
so only the one hit, so you're gonna take 10 piercing damage. The one just managed to literally like right wraps his arms around the pile of dirt that they've dug out, and it just gets you right in the shoulder. It's only 10 damage though. That's fine for them. Another hobgoblin. Coming this way. Fortunately, his best target is also going to be you, Nemo.
God damn.
Another natural 20. It's going to be 12 piercing damage. I just need the fire giant to crit. Oh, wait. I have to double check something. I think he can he add dice somehow? Can deal an extra with in 5 feet of an ally of the hobgoblin that isn't incapacitated. So no. So the fire giant. Fire giant is struggling. Also, he's a coward though, and he's been taught to do as much damage to the people he can before he dies, before going down. So he's gonna attack you, Tony.
Ugh, what a
He knows
coward.
you can't take on Harshnag. Harshnag's too strong. Gonna make.
Oh, he should get to know me better, dude. He's picking on the wrong guy. He should
It's
be
true.
killing himself.
So he makes 2 great sword attacks.
We'll see how good the sword attacks are. Let's
Yeah,
not
they
be
aren't
too
that great. The first one's only a 13.
Ooh.
Second one's a little
Who
bit
would
better.
miss?
It's a 30 to hit.
Okay, I'll allow that one.
It's gonna be
Out of
30
pity.
slashing damage.
35, you say?
30.
Okay,
It was 30 to hit and 30 damage.
consistent. I can
Yeah.
respect that.
And then no, he's just gonna stand and fight. This is not how this was supposed to go at all, by the way. That's okay. He can get like, he'll take the dash action. Leaps over this little pit. He'll get about there. Easy Ditzeldorf.
All right. So big boy's not looking too hot, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. I can't get into. I don't have to do anything crazy. Let's do 5, 15, 25. Is that how it works?
Perfect.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna go for that same.
The same maneuver.
Yeah, I might just do the same maneuver because I don't want to hurt anyone around.
That's nice.
Well, actually, no. Fuck it. I want to use my bagpipes and do a big shatter, and I'll do it like right here, and I'll try and get him.
So yeah, so you'll get the fire giant and the hobgoblin then, right? So first, I'll roll for the giant. He makes a con save. It's a 19, so it's a success. And then the hobgoblin behind him. It's a 16, so they both succeed. So minus. I don't know.
It just hit me.
Bam. Anything as a bonus action?
Yeah, might as well give. I'll give Tony a bardic inspiration
Okay.
because he.
Oh yeah.
Can use it through Shrek's super
Mannequin number 5.
I'm a fan of the spice of life, so I am gonna I'm gonna cast actually wait. I'm gonna move wait, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna actually fuck it. I'm gonna cast Wand of Wonders right here. And a straight like so that it would create whatever the point is in between these two dudes.
So like around here or whatever.
Yeah, about there.
Okay, roll the D100.
Woo! 43. What does 43 do? It's such a fun little thing every time. Lightning bolt.
Okay, so it's gonna hit these 3 goblins and the ogre. You can roll damage if you want. It's impossible for you to not kill all of them, though.
All right, that's fine.
They all had less than 10 health, right? Like it's you. I don't.
Somehow
I guess
on
technically you could roll a million ones, but
somehow on the faceless face of mannequin number 5, shock is seen
yeah.
as another just violent spell shoots out of his wand.
Holy shit, right?
Especially because I'm looking at like the chart. So many of these don't do anything.
Yeah. They're just nonsense.
Well,
Um,
yeah, they all kind of do something, but a lot of them, no.
Breeze.
Okay.
You've certainly all managed to thin the ranks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire some Eldritch Blast at the big guy.
Go for it. 20 will hit. Yeah. 15 will not.
It's okay because I rolled a 1 for
Shot
damage.
on a solid 1 damage.
I don't know when I get my next invocations, but I'm gonna have to pick up some
Yeah, the
Eldritch
buff for
Blast.
that. It shouldn't be long. You guys are level 7. I bet at level 8 you get. That being said, Nemo Winterbelly.
Nemo Winterbelly, that's me. Oh my god. I'm gonna come up here real hot. Hot shit.
Okay.
Just describing how I'm coming up, you know.
Yeah. You've got some swagger for sure. Oh, some swagger for sure.
Some
Okay.
swagger.
It's a nice 16 damage. Just a nice upward slice. Unfortunately 15 doesn't hit though.
Damn, this is a beefy man.
He is a beefy man. Harshnag, as patronizing as he is, it's like you guys got this.
Thanks, Harshnag.
Considering the fire giant's at like 10 HP. And he's gonna bound over here. And he's gonna pick up this goblin that's here. And he's gonna just like slam it into the ground. Snag. Yeah, it's no problem with this shit. Yeah, just is bloody pulp when he lifts up his hand, and then he's gonna take a second attack against the ogre. I don't know what movement wise. It should be close enough. Gert's great axe. That does actually hit. So just the ogre's got this big stomach, and he slices across it, and guts starts spewing out of it. He's still standing, but not by much. Tony Badinsky, you're staring up at this fire giant who's on his last legs.
All right. I'm going to attempt to rid him of his remaining legs. Let's see how that goes this time.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Your belief is doing wonders. Wow.
You don't even you can use that on somebody else because you like you have a great you like take like a running strike and go and cut right into his stomach and slide down and then quickly have to sort of roll out of the way as the body collapses in front of you. If there's anybody in range that you can get to.
1, 2, 3. That's 5, 15, 20, 25.
Nice.
Bam. All
and
right.
23 hits. We'll just use that. Goodbye.
Cool. Wow.
All right, these goblins. They're gonna peek out. What's your passive perception, Breeze? 13. Yeah, they're fine. So the goblins are going to peek out of the trees and they're going to take a couple shots with their bows.
Ah,
23 to hit.
that hits.
Okay, that's going to be 10 piercing damage.
All right.
Second one, 18 to hit.
Hits.
Another 8 piercing damage. Another 18, so another 5.
Ow.
Wow, this advantage is doing wonders for them. And a 19 for another 3. So it was
Riddled.
10, 18, 26 total, I think.
Yeah, that
And
hurt.
then they're going to attempt to move further into these trees and hide
I
again.
can't even see them.
They would, I mean, I didn't move them up, but they would technically have to peek out for a second, and then this is dramatic.
I love it.
And that's pretty good. So yeah, you lose track of them. It's less that you don't know, you know that they're over there, but there's a bunch of them, and they're all moving around. It's hard to keep track of where they at, what trees they all individually hid behind. Hobgoblin here. It's gonna take a shot at Tony.
I dare you.
It's a 13 to hit. I don't think that's gonna do it.
Nah.
This ogre. Oh god, this poor ogre. He's gonna try. He has like a great club, although it doesn't seem that great in comparison to Harshnag standing over him. Rolls to hit and he rolls a natural 1. He's just too scared. He just can't do it. His hand is shaking as he tries to lift the great club and just he can't even bring himself to do it. Daisy.
All right,
This
I'm just
is-
gonna try and get closer. So 5, 15, 25. I can like barely see the ogre, but I kind of can. It's this one, right?
Yep.
Because this.
Oh yeah, you can see him for
is in
sure.
my way.
Yep.
Wow, my speed is really bad. I feel like my characters usually have much better speed.
Yeah, small characters with the difference between 25 and 30, you really feel it.
I usually feel like elves. Okay, I'm going to.
Excuse me.
I think I'm going to try dissonant whispers on him.
On the ogre? I'll give you a hint, they're not very wise.
I mean, then that would be good.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Let's do it. Let's go for it.
So yeah, so okay, so he just barely lives, but he has to run away, right? And so his arm shaking now is he's like almost like shivering with fear and goes to run away, and Harshnag's gonna take his swipe. The 1-2 combo. Oh, absolutely. Just as he's running away, big sort of like underhand comes off across, cuts off one arm and like half of his head.
Oh,
Delicious.
And then mannequin number 5 again.
Okay, I don't have a great.
At this point, you can tell that even the hobgoblins are going to try to run. So it's up to you if you're going to like try to chase them down or just let them go. You guys can decide it as a group as well if you want. And then,
Halvin, do you guys think these were like just like? I think the question is, if we think that these people were just like fucked by this fire giant, then I think we should just let them go. But if we think they're vindictive and are gonna try to fuck us up, let's just
I
slaughter.
don't think they'd try to fuck us up, but like I don't think they're gonna go try to start some like peaceful community farm.
So do we want to kill them?
I would.
I kind
Alright.
of don't care one way or the other.
Let's kill them. Shatter on these two.
okay. Roll that damage. It's a failure on the save, so dead. Failure on the save. He has exactly 11 HP. Dead. Yeah. So you come under this this kind of canopy thing, and you see them, and they're both standing there, bows ready, waiting for. But they're kind of looking at each other like run, fight, and like as they start to turn to like run away, you cast the spell, and just chunks of hobgoblin go everywhere.
Thank God I don't have emotions.
Breathe.
Yes, brutal.
I guess I'll just go
I'll be
after
right
the
back.
ones I can see. Alright. I'll just go after. I don't know how to ping.
Just hold down on them. Like,
Okay.
one click.
This one first.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
That does hit. He's not quite dead yet.
Shoot him again.
Oh god. Okay, same thing. He's starting to turn to run, and he does the first one in the small of his back, and then the second one through the head, and like this Danny's gone. He's the only one that will understand this. Smoke has a fatality in MK9 where he like shoots all the smoke into you, and then you like sort of explode. It's like that. Okay. Anything as a bonus action? Probably
I don't think I
not,
have
right?
any bonus actions.
Cool. Then it's Nemo Winterbelly.
Oh, that's not.
Hey.
Oh, I can make myself fly as a bonus action, but I don't think I need
I don't
that.
think it's worth it right now.
I'm just gonna move up, I guess, if we're going for these boys. Wait, can I see them? Can I shoot them through here? What is
Oh
this-
yeah. You
this
could.
dark-
That's like a digging. They've been digging into the ground to search for things.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
I'll
you can shoot them over
this
that. No
one.
problem.
I'll
Okay,
shoot this one right here.
nice. Yeah, so he's turning to run, and you catch him just like right in the foot, and he trips as the arrow goes through his leg, and impales himself on a frozen branch. There, he's dead.
And then could I also attack this one over here?
Absolutely.
All right.
He is technically still alive.
All right.
Harshnag. He takes a running jump over the site, lands right next to the guy, and just like as he comes down, just like slices. Well, I guess technically he has to roll to hit, doesn't he? Yeah, he has 2 attacks. He has 2 attacks. That'd be funny if he missed. No, there we go. Yeah, and slices him clean down the middle. Tony. So the only threat, if you remember, there's I don't know if you can see them right now. Let's find out. Yeah, you can kind of see them.
cannot.
There's
I see no one.
see movement as they're scurrying through the trees. They clearly are gonna, and they go next. They're gonna try to run away and disappear into the wilderness to live another day.
I mean, I can't. I don't see them. And I'm not like trying to like hunt these guys down if it's the last thing I do, but like
Yeah.
kill them out here. So I'm good.
Okay. They're gonna make another stealth check, and are you guys planning on actually like really hunting them down?
I'm not.
Nah.
Okay,
Nah.
so I'll say if they do well enough on the stealth check, they're out of here. Yeah, 21. That well beats any of your.
Bye
You guys'
bye.
passive perceptions suck. By the way, I was looking at them earlier. I was like, wait, 9.
I don't have eyes.
13. I think the highest is a 14.
I have 13, I think.
Yeah, on
I
the
have
fighter.
13 as well.
None of
Okay,
us are wise, I guess. We're
Cool.
making bad decisions.
that's okay. So you guys, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So if you want, we can take a couple minute break, or you guys can think about what you want to do, if you want to, what you want to investigate, etc. I'll be right back though.
I'm probably gonna try and figure out what it is they were digging up.
Wait, did you
Yeah.
say we're doing the break right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can someone tell me why we are where we are?
We're trying to get to this giant temple to get this oracle thing that's gonna help us find the missing giant king. And we're here fighting these guys because they were in their way.
How dare they?
They were in our way, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know why we killed them.
Yeah,
Well,
honestly, like,
It was
we
easier.
didn't have a chance to say.
We just saw them digging up stuff. We knew they were some shifty folk, and we marked them.
Well, you know what
Yeah,
they say.
you know,
don't-
just
you
figured
know.
out from what we could see that obviously they were not upstanding citizens, and it was our right, if not our duty, to.
Citizens arrest.
I don't think mannequin number 5 is honestly too concerned. The implications of just slaughtering a group of people don't really matter to him. Honestly, both my characters are pretty remorseless right now. I'm also playing an Illrigger, which is honestly the easiest description is a paladin of hell.
Okay.
They're kind of like they're based to like the class it's at homebrew, but it was like made to be kind of like the opposite side of paladin. At the high end, it can do more damage, but it adds a lot of randomness to the damage. Very interesting, but yeah. I've given him a little bit of heart as the campaign has gone through. He's kind of grown attached to his friends, but mostly he's a careless man who slaughters all before him, and he has a sharp temper. He does not like when people question him. He has risked his life many times because people keep saying he ain't shit. And
Has he-
honestly, I have the fact that Ecstasy, that's his name, is still alive is only due to pure luck. I have
the whole
just
deal with the sword. Like,
huh?
Aren't you supposed to be dead because of the sword that you borrowed?
Soon. I think I have 3
Okay.
days.
He's got 3 days and he's in prison.
Alright,
We have a guess though at how we might be able to swag it,
Okay.
and I
Ooh,
believe.
haven't heard this yet.
Well, I just think I don't think that it's
Oh,
so
you mean
out
like
of reach.
overall. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's definitely doable. It's just gonna be tight.
And I think the fact of how close it is, but also how like doable it is, like it's possible, but it's also very possible we fail. And I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Like the possibility of Ecstasy just dying because he wasn't quick enough is kind of hysterical. But also like I gave it enough time that like he really has like a decent chance.
I'd say 60-40.
I like that. I've done many things this campaign with far worse odds.
It's true.
I wait, was it this campaign that I swung off a ledge?
You got thrown off of a ledge.
Oh
Over the
wait,
river's
wait. The time, yeah. The time I jumped off the ledge was I think in a one shot,
Yeah.
which was how dare anyone for questioning that decision.
I've gotta actually get more of my players to have Danny's energy here. The classic, you should drive your character like a stolen car. Like just go for it. Who cares?
Like,
If they die, it'll be cool.
yeah, no, that's the thing. I think I finally got there. I'm like, it's okay if my character dies if there is reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just throw my character away into some stupid situation. But if he can go out in, like, a blaze of glory that's real cool and, like, matches the character, like, hell yeah. I'll do that any day. That's sick.
I had a character who I was fine with them dying, except they were also like like bear totem barbarian or whatever. So I couldn't kill them.
It's
Like I 1v1 the wyvern, and it was like shooting me, picking me up and dropping me on the ground over and over again, and I was just chilling.
Tanky characters. I haven't played that many in D&D, but I remember. I think it was in like a level 15 one shot. I played a barbarian,
Oh wow.
and I was just like, oh. No, you don't have to take any damage. You can
Yeah,
just,
no, like you can just eat disintegrates. It's disgusting.
you can just live forever.
Yeah.
I wish I was an elf. Just able to
What?
live hundreds of years.
Oh yeah. That'd be
not
cool.
now, Danny. Not now.
Oh, well,
I would have such a high incentive to save for retirement. Cause like I'll work for like 50 of my years. I don't give a shit. But then like just like oh,
Go like
it's
that so we can see the
beautiful.
line.
I think I finally decided on my magic items.
Ooh.
Yeah. I read through literally every one.
I read through all. I was having a hard time, and then I read Wand of Wonder, and I was like, this is the second item I want. This
Wait,
is what I
second
want.
item? Is that rare?
It's rare.
Wow.
I let me just be honest with you. I have gotten wildly lucky.
Okay.
The reality of this item is not what has been displayed in this fight.
Yeah, because I know I've read it, but I've read too many things to remember it very well. Is it
If
another one like could like do bugs or rain or
yeah,
fairy
so
fire?
like you cast slow is one possibility. You cast fairy fire. You are stunned until the next turn, and you believe something awesome happened. You cast gust of wind. You cast detect targets on the target you choose, but if you chose an area or item instead of a
1d6
creature,
damage?
yep. You cast stinking cloud. Heavy rain falls, and the area is lightly obscured even to you.
Nice.
An animal appears in an unoccupied space, which can be a rhinoceros, but more often than not, it's a mouse.
50-50, right?
It's
Rhino,
no,
elephant
it's rhino,
versus rat.
elephant, or mouse.
Yeah.
With 50 being the mouse, yeah. Lightning bolt, a massive cloud of butterflies. I enlarge the target, so I just make them
Wow.
stronger. You cast darkness. Grass grows. And if there's already grass, then it just gets 10 times bigger.
Wow.
An object of the DM's choice disappears into the ethereal plane. Which is really funny. You shrink yourself. You cast Fireball. You cast Invisibility on yourself.
Oh.
Leaves grow from the target. If you choose a point in space at the target, leaves sprouts from the creature nearest to that point. Unless they are picked off, the leaves turn brown and fall off after 24 hours. I can fire 1d4 times 10 gems worth 1 GP each. And each does 1 damage, evenly dispersed amongst the line. Shimmering light extends from a 30-foot radius, and every creature in that area, and then also me, no matter how far I am from it, have to beat a DC 15 Constitution save, or they're blinded. The target's skin turns bright blue for 1d10 days. And then if you targeted a creature, it must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. If you didn't target a creature, you become the target and must make the saving throw. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the target is instantly petrified. On any other failed save, the target is restrained and begins to turn to stone. While restrained in this way, the target must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn, becoming petrified on a failure, ending the effect on a success. The petrification lasts until the target is freed by greater restoration spell or a similar magic.
Petrification is terrifying.
So I'm really playing with fire.
Yeah, so far you're playing with fire and lightning, and it's going really well.
Heyo. Hello, folks.
Boom boom. Now let me hear you say way ho.
Way ho.
Said
All
boom,
right.
you say way ho.
Oh,
Way
Sam's
ho.
not here.
Boom boom. Let me hear you say way ho.
I thought particularly when I revealed the murdered goblin in the tent, the approach might be different, but no.
Yeah, that was briefly noted.
I thought
I
about
love
it,
this game.
and then I was like, nah.
Eh,
I thought my thought was there's a chance that when we attack the giant, they're just gonna storm us anyway because they think the giant will kill them. And Mannequin doesn't care, so why take the risk?
I'm with you. It's certainly not a wrong decision.
And
Like-
look at how much we know now. We know that nothing here can kill us anymore because we killed it all.
That's
Dan,
true.
I have +2 to investigation. We're gonna figure out what goes on here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sherlock Holmes.
Actually, I'd consider myself more of a Watson.
You're
I'm
not as good.
I'm looking
Not
for
as
someone
good
who
for
has
the
better
AI.
abilities. Yo, remember that show Sherlock?
Yeah.
What a good first 2 seasons. I hate
I
that
haven't seen
almost
past
every show drops
the
off
first
hard.
episodes.
Wait, what was that, Sean?
I haven't seen past the first 3 episodes, and I only saw them when I watched them with Cassie Rosenfeld. And I didn't like the show, and I was a mean and bitter person at the time, and also now, but also at the time. And so every character that came on screen besides Sherlock, I was like, "Is that Sherlock Holmes?"
That's really
It
I want
funny.
to watch TV with
It was surprisingly effective.
That's a good bit. I really bought into it for 2 seasons. And honestly, I watched it long enough ago that I don't remember at all what happened. But I remember on season 3, I watched like half the episodes and I was like, I hate this now. And I just stopped. I was talking to Jess earlier. It's really interesting because with books, if I start reading it, even if it's terrible, there's a very low probability that I will stop reading the book. Like almost always, if I put even like an eighth of the book in, I will just finish it.
Gotcha.
But if a TV show I don't like, I don't care if I am 5 episodes from the end. I will just drop it. Like I don't give it a second thought. I will just stop watching the show. What was that?
I didn't watch the series finale of BoJack Horseman because I like how it ended in the second to last episode.
That is one of my favorite shows ever. I still have not seen the last season.
Danny, let's watch the last season.
Honestly, I think I'm at a place where I'm ready. I truly did not watch it, and this is an honest statement. I did not think I could handle it. I don't think I was in a place where I was confident that I could watch that and not like just dip.
Well, based on what Dan has seen, he probably is right there with you because yeah, it's a toughie.
But like I
No,
feel
I
like
like
I'm
how it
ready
ended.
to drop like 4 days of my life into existential depression.
Nice. Well, next time you have the free time because I know you're a busy man these days.
Yeah, I know it sucks. I hate it.
So many appointments.
I oh, oh, I've had so little free time. I feel like I'm the only one in the quarantine who just has all of his time filled.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Tuesday, 6 days from now, because I plan on reformatting my computer and passively playing games.
Hell yeah.
And that is an exciting thing for me.
All right. Are we all
I'm really
good?
looking forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay. So Cameron immediately.
Sorry, guys. I just ate some really I got a lot of hot sauce on my tongue.
That's okay. So, yeah, you only a couple of goblins ran away, but besides that, you slaughtered everybody here. So there's a fire giant, a bunch of hobgoblins, and some ogres, I believe. And so, oh wait, a bunch of giant corpses that are, or not giant, goblin corpses that are in here. What do you want to do?
I think the first thing I want to do is like look what's in that like little. I guess there's a few of them.
I wanna
Yeah,
see what
Those
they dug up.
places they were digging from.
Yeah, sure. Make investigation checks for me.
Wahoo!
I mean, it's not.
Danny Walsh, roller of God.
Damn it.
I
Okay,
don't
so
need. I don't need to
one-
be good at stuff.
So the ones that the goblins were digging in, it doesn't seem like they found anything actually specific. There's nothing in there. It seems that they've still been digging. The one that the ogres were trying to pull something out. Appears to be it's still kind of stuck in there actually a little bit. They were being lazy and rushing and didn't fully excavate it before they tried to pull it out. It seems to be a giant stone arm. And by giant, I mean probably would take up basically that entire hole there.
Now, is it a giant stone arm or is it a stone giant arm?
Giant stone. It's made of stone.
I wish I had spell slots left. I would shatter the earth around it.
Well, first thing I can do is,
I can mold earth.
I can pull out my tome and I can chill for a few minutes and cast Identify on it to see if it's anything noteworthy.
Ooh,
While he does that, I want to start using mold earth to dig it out.
to try to dig it out. Okay, nice. Let me. Open. Can you ping identify for me just so that I know exactly what info you get?
Any magic imbued properties.
Any? Oh, you did. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely it is. It's not magical right now, but you can get the sense that if it was sort of it is from a much larger creature known as a colossus. And which is a magical construct.
Is that dangerous?
Yeah.
So does it have like
So should
any
I stop?
magic essence to it right now, or is it just?
No. It just appears to be. Right now, it's just a big stone arm. But it comes from a creature that is runs on magic, right? Like.
Right. I was trying to think if I could maybe use detect magic to find the other pieces.
Does Harshnag have anything to say about it?
He has no idea.
All right, well I'm digging.
You're digging? Yeah, it doesn't take all that long to get it free. It seems that the dirt was not the problem in lifting it. It's just insanely heavy.
Is it only the arm? Once I fully.
Yeah, it's not even like a full arm. It's like just like up to maybe almost the elbow.
If we want to get it out, I can levitate it out.
Is there any sign of any possible discovery in any of the other excavation sites?
What did you roll?
21.
21. What are you looking for?
Other parts of this. Or
Nothing-
like
nothing obvious.
that, or anything that just like basically obvious things like keys, maps, chests. Like I'm not gonna say anything like real specific, but like just like the obvious looking fors.
The other ones appear. So clearly you can tell like that digging there was going to yield results, right? Because it's very specific places that they're digging, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's at least on you could try continue digging maybe, but on the surface or just even sifting through sort of the surface level there of dirt, there's nothing obvious. Here they seem to have come up to against like actual like stone underneath in the surface, but it isn't like part of anything. It's just actual rock.
How big specifically is the arm?
The arm is um let's see. Like 20 feet long, I guess, right? Like from sort of like it's like in a fist, right? So like from the
Oh.
knuckle up to the point, and maybe like 8 feet wide, sort of. So it's like a big arm.
So
Pretty big.
like way bigger than Harshnag.
Oh yeah. The arm itself is taller than Harshnag.
I'd like to suggest that we continue digging, at least for a little bit.
I'll join.
Other
Yeah.
things to since I said this at the beginning, but so the fire giant was holding like a rod, a big staff, as well as his sword. He also has 4 gems worth 100 gold pieces each, so you can take that.
That's nice.
So it's gonna be 400 gold pieces essentially. But yeah, you guys, if you want to keep digging, you can.
What does the staff look like?
So it's fire giant sized. Let me.
I could cast Identify on that as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm just gonna go for it. Takes another 10 minutes.
That's no problem.
We're
So
digging. I'm digging at least all the while.
it is called the Rod of the Vonendad.
Vonendad?
Yeah.
The
putting it
Vonenrod.
Does anybody speak giant?
I do.
Okay.
I speak
So you
Draconic.
would know Vonendad is giant
I
for
also do. I just realized.
Titan of Death.
That sounds pretty lit.
So the actual mechanics of it are the rod is 10 charges and regains 1d6 plus 4 of its expended charges daily at dawn. As an action, you can grasp it by the handle and expend 1 charge to cast the locate object spell from it. When the object is used to detect objects made of adamantine or fragments of Vonendad, the construct, its range increases to 10 miles.
I think we have an answer, folks.
Damn. So that thing can help find pieces of this construct Vonendad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's use it.
Damn. Although,
Wait, do we know anything about Vonendad?
It does require attunement.
And it's
Oh, how
really
long
big,
since
right? So we'd probably need Harshnag.
Harshnag could, yeah.
Harshnag.
So yeah, 10
Do you need to be able to
miles.
hold an item to use it? Can't you just like kind of
Probably.
like hug it?
I mean,
You
if you have to
could,
like
yeah.
wave it around to cast a spell, sometimes you have to do that.
Just
Yeah,
koala
yeah,
on that shit?
Do we want this Colossus?
Well, that's I guess what I'm trying to figure out. What is Vonendad? Do we know anything of Vonendad?
Cameron, make a history check at advantage for me. You know your giant shit.
Also, I feel like
I'm assuming
would
I
Harshnag know?
based on the
This-
fact that I know giant, I'm imagining that I know some giant stuff too.
Yeah. So you can as well if you want.
I would like to. I have a researcher background, so
Oh, for sure then.
and I'm gonna guidance myself.
Hell yeah.
My favorite enemy is also giants.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
I rolled a
Oh,
nat
wow.
20 and a 4.
Okay.
I've come across
So
this very thing in my research.
yeah.
I've read multiple books about this specific construct.
So yeah. So Nemo kind of is mulling it over and speaking out loud, and remembers that Vonendad is a construct employed by the fire giants, which is not incredibly new information based on the and that it was used to fight dragons specifically. And then Sam, you kind of leapfrog off of that. It rings a bell, and you remember the story about the destruction of Von and Dodd. It was destroyed in an ancient battle between dragons and giants. And the dragons purposefully scattered pieces of it all across the north. So basically, that entire map, it could be pieces of it could be anywhere.
Let's just dig everywhere, you know? Dig every single spot.
And
Yeah.
so it was created to fight dragons.
Yep.
Creative mode,
And
Minecraft.
then why did they
DND.
destroy it and scatter it?
So the dragons destroyed and scattered it
the
specifically
dragons.
because it is incredibly lethal towards them. You know that it is composed of a mixture of stone and adamantine, and it had huge rubies for eyes, which are where its power comes from.
Are they like the rubies that we found on the giant's person?
I'm sorry, say that again.
We found gems on the fire giant's body. Are those the rubies?
You don't know.
Are they rubies?
We'll say 2 of them are, yeah.
All right, sure. So we should probably hold
How
on to
big
the
are
rubies.
They're I mean they're worth 100 gold, so they're not like huge, right? But you can hold them, but they were like literally hanging from his belt. So you can like you can hold one in one hand, but it's not gonna fit in your palm. Like you have to like hold it.
That's pretty big.
Okay.
So I guess this is probably what the fire giants were looking for to like assert dominance, you know?
It's a reasonable
Because the ice giants were looking for the ring of winter. This could be their quest.
Yep.
If we wanted to stop them from achieving it, I could potentially just hide the arm where no one will ever find it.
Back in the ground.
No, I have my ring that has like an extra dimensional space inside of it that I can sort of chill in, but I can bring objects in there too and leave them.
Okay.
is there a size limit on the object?
It just says that the interior is a 20-foot radius cylinder, 20-foot high, and it just says any objects left in the vessel remain there until carried out. It doesn't really say.
Okay, so yeah, if you can then
I can.
Is
I
the
can
arm
fit it.
within those dimensions?
What?
Is the arm within those dimensions?
I think so. He said it was 20 feet long. So
yeah, so it would fit. It would be tight, but it'll fit.
yeah, it's 20-foot radius, so it takes up like half the length. And
You'd have to move like the tables and stuff out of the way.
yeah, but I don't really use it that often, so it's fine. So I can just kind of like grab the arm and pop on in there with it.
To say that how do you okay, when you are touching the vessel, it magically vanish and enter your vessel, which means in the space you left. Interior, blah 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 blah.
It's up to you. I don't really know if this would work. It might
Yeah,
not.
that's what I'm trying to. It's a definite maybe.
It's like a new
can
thing, so.
on side you can hear the area around your vessel. Blah blah blah. When you exit, you appear. Any objects left in the vessel, so it doesn't say anything about.
It just doesn't specify, so it's your call.
I'll say, I will say, if you guys can find a way to like move it, then you can get it in there.
All
Right. I'll say it takes a little. It does take actually being able to move the object just a little bit to get in it. But if you can find a way to lift it somehow, you can do that.
I can do it. I'm gonna use 2 charges from my staff of power and cast levitate on the arm.
Okay.
So that it's like,
What is the weight?
oh yeah,
requirement of levitate?
it might be too heavy for levitate. It has to be up to 500 pounds.
500. I don't think it's going to be able to do it, unfortunately. Let me
Could we
double
use
check.
that 500 as an assist? Like, and then
Oh,
like,
for sure.
okay. Then,
So if we all try and like, although if we do it this way, then there's no way in hell we're ever getting it out.
Yeah, it says here the ogres are using ropes to pull the 2,000-pound fragment out of the.
I thought it was at least a ton.
Yeah, actually, this is probably not a good idea because it says that the only way to get it out is for me to literally carry it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
So there'd be no way because I can't. No one can come in and help me. Only I can go in there.
would
I
you
guess
be
I
able to
could-
carry the staff in and out that locates these fragments?
Yeah,
The staff,
the staff.
it says here, is 100 pounds.
I mean, I could pick it up just to.
Yeah. You
No
can
way.
do it.
I bet
Yeah.
I, as Danny, could pick up the staff.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to bet.
Yeah.
I'm confident. I do manual labor as a living.
So if we want to put it in there, just keep in mind that I can only go in once a day, so we can't just be going and grabbing it willy nilly.
Okay, so then we should decide before we put this away if we want to try to locate the other pieces. Are we interested in gathering these pieces, or are we fine with just interrupting what the fire giants were doing and moving to the oracle?
I'm kind of thinking we should just accept the fact that we've prevented their plans and not necessarily go out of our way to bring back the giant colossus of death.
Maybe
I
we
agree.
should. Could we try to like break the arm? Do some sabotage?
Nah, dude.
You could definitely
Adamantine.
try, but it would be
Sounds
really hard.
It's already so broken. What more is that gonna do?
Well, I mean, there's a big difference between a fully composed arm and
That's
bits
true,
of
that's
rubble.
true, That's true.
I don't. I'm not gonna try that. Plus, if we have the staff, like, how are they gonna find all the pieces?
Seems like it would be hard.
And even if they found all the pieces, like, it's just for dragons.
I mean, I'm sure if it could kill dragons very easily, it probably could kill us very easily.
The name, remember, the name means Titan of Death.
I
Yeah,
don't think we want to.
yeah.
I don't think them reviving it is something that we want to have as a possibility. But
Well, that's what I'm
Alright.
getting at.
but if we have the staff, and like,
I mean,
that's
I've
probably
just got a
good enough.
sword, but if you want to try using some of your fancy magic to rebelize this arm,
I don't have anything that
welcome.
would probably do it. So I'm kind of down to just keep the staff and call that a day,
Let's do it.
Okay.
and just maybe rebury the arm. I mean, people are gonna know where it is.
There were a couple goblins that got away.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys have any ideas, but there's not really much we can do with a 2,000-pound arm.
We could paint it to look like a bed or something.
Could work.
Or
Did
a
we
hay
check
bed.
out that murdered goblin?
tent?
Nobody has thus far, but you can.
Yeah, why not? That's piqued my curiosity.
Make a medicine check for me.
All right, my specialty.
We're using
Oh,
all the checks that never get used tonight. We had animal handling. We've got medicine. So it's quite obvious that he's been bludgeoned to death. By a creature, by something that is quite larger than it. You don't know how long ago this was, though, or anything like that. So the obvious explanation would be that the fire giant fucked him up, but you can't know for sure, or why, or
Alright.
anything like that.
Interesting. I turn to my companions and say, "He's dead."
I agree.
Okay, so what next? Danny did mention a while ago continuing digging. I don't know if that's still something that you're interested in, I will remind you that that was mentioned.
If you want to go for that, I can take a short rest. I don't know if anybody else wants to do that.
What time of day is it right now?
It's pretty early morning at this point, and
Oh.
you expect to get to your location by the end of the night. So like probably right around sundown ish.
Yeah, I'd be
You're
okay
quite a
for.
bit ahead of schedule because
After we just
you
go.
got a full day of riding these reindeer.
Yeah, I'd be okay to take a quick rest and then just keep going.
Okay. Anybody not taking a short rest? To dig, I guess, is the other option.
I don't care that much about digging. We're gonna rest.
I'm gonna rest.
Okay. Let's all rest up then, and then we will move on. Did Harshnag take any damage? No. They tried, but they failed.
We're only supposed to add the modifier for like the first one, right?
Nope, you for all of them,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Wow. I never played that way before.
It's
Let me
on
double
like the
check.
thing is, okay. So it does seem really good, but from the perspective of someone in a long-term campaign where rests are not or long rests are not very affordable, it makes a lot of sense.
Like,
It
I've played with like a long rest as a week before, and it's rough.
it's harsh. Like as we were saying earlier, like my character's gonna die in 3 days. And we've had 10 turtle to complete what we've been doing. And so we've had to just skip a fair amount of times when I think normally you'd just take a long rest. And it is weighing on us.
Just like being exhausted.
Being exhausted, very little hit die, like really having to like think about how you ration out like what you have. It's weird. I haven't it's really cool because I haven't really played that kind of D&D before. But it makes you think about what you do. Like you definitely think twice about if you need the hit die, can you get that health back in another way? Like
Yeah. Like, am I really going to use the smite right now, or like?
exactly. Yeah, like like my character has like a lot of ways to like heal during combat, and it definitely brings that second thought like should you be wasting this? Like you might not get this back. Like
Interesting.
it's cool. It's been it's been interesting.
Is everybody good? Did everybody take their 1d6 from Josh's Song of Rest?
I'm playing
Oh.
a song, you guys.
I did not.
What
Oh, I
does the
didn't.
song sound like?
Woo, we back to full.
So I like to think that it's a beautiful, soothing bagpipe song. You know how nice and soft sounding the bagpipes are.
Damn.
You know,
shit.
are we like we're surrounded by trees and stuff? Are we inside a cave or are we outside? It's hard to
You're
tell.
outside right now. You're following a path
Josh,
up
this is
mountains
forest.
essentially at this point.
So I like to think that it's kind of echoing. It's quiet beside the sound, and I'm probably think I'm a little bit better than I am. I'm trying to research. Do I get bardic?
Annie?
Do I get bardic?
That was less than 5 seconds.
There you go. What's your question, Josh?
Do I get bardic inspiration back on a short rest?
Yeah, I
or
don't
just a
hear
long
Josh
rest?
at all right now.
Since 5th level. Hold on, we'll fix that in a second, Cameron. Yeah,
we're
so,
good.
so
yeah.
5th level ability you get them back on short rest. So yeah, you get them all back.
What about spells? There is that on my
Spells are long rest for you.
All right, thanks.
Oh wait, can I use my sorcery points to gain back a slow spot before we rest?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, Cameron left. We'll see if that fixes it.
Wait, do you not get back sorcery points on a short rest?
Nope.
Wait. I thought sorcerers got something on a short rest.
Nope.
Yeah, me too.
What does? Wait, warlock?
Warlocks too.
I know warlocks do. Isn't it?
Wizards get some of their spells
Wizards.
back,
I'm an idiot.
and druids get some back.
I knew druids, wizards. I mixed wizards and sorcerers.
And druid?
Never mind. I want my sorcery points.
Okay. Josh, talk and see if Cameron can hear you.
Cameron, can you hear me? I'm
I
talking.
can hear you now.
Okay, cool. We're all good. So we're all ready to continue our journey.
Yeah.
So you continue really quick. I'm gonna move this, and I'll just leave us here for right now. So you continue your journey up, and it's a slow climb up this mountain at this point. Not very taxing, but it's boring more than anything. Um, but you eventually come to a point where you're at sort of the crest, the peak, and you can see ahead of you a steep slope down. About let me see how far. Let me do some organizing of my tabs. Actually, that seems like a good idea. I don't need to know anything about Waterdeep anymore.
I wonder if anyone has said anything in a Twitch chat. I wasn't looking.
That's okay. Um,
We have
Pretty
one
sure
viewer. It's
Poplar
fine.
37
I just said we have one viewer. It's fine. I'm sure they're not saying anything. It's probably Greg.
probably.
I think Pop Tarts 87 gave us a $100 donation.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Sorry, none of you will receive any of that. That's for me. that's that's a me
So-
thing.
So there's a giant, basically mixture. It's a mixture of ice and snow, slope down about 150 feet down, and then you can see a stone dome at the bottom that appears to be covering an entrance.
I'd like to
Um,
put my ear to the ground.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm not getting caught by any more tunneling bullshit in this world.
Fair enough. Cameron,
did
why
you
did
say,
you roll a
perception?
1d5? Yeah, perception. Why did you roll a 1d5?
Oh shit, that was supposed to be a 1d6.
Well, life is hard, isn't it?
I'm still just taking the one.
It's like serenely quiet.
All right.
We start playing the bagpipes.
Hell yeah. So there's this sort of stone domed entrance at the bottom that appears to be the entrance. It's huge, by the way. The dome is like 120-ish feet across, right? So almost as long as you have to go down. Like it's this big thing, and you can see it's sort of this slope seems to be almost carved out, like it was carved out a long time ago. And then there's this snowy platform, and then the dome that appears to be the entrance. So you just have to get down.
I mean, is the slope super steep?
It's pretty. Yeah, it's not like vertical or anything, but it's definitely a hill. You could try.
Can I
Go ahead.
I was gonna say can I take my rope and like stake it down
Yeah.
and just throw it all the way down and just use it just to make the traverse down safer? Like if it's not perfectly vertical, I imagine a rope will make it quite easy.
Oh yeah. No problem. So yeah, you start using that and you start walking down. It's not. It's pretty slippery, so you have to actually use the rope to hold you. And at this point, Harshnag just dives head first and first he's like sliding down, but then he starts to tumble and he rolls out and gets to the bottom.
I'll do that.
What kind of loose cannon have we brought along with us?
I'm going to use my elemental gift to give myself flying speed again.
Okay.
And just kind of glide on down.
Okay,
Can I
unrelated, quick question. Have any of you guys ever rolled down a hill in a tire / like large sewer drain type pipe?
No.
I don't know if it holds the same value past childhood, but I'd largely recommend based on my experience as a 9-year-old.
I honestly can't remember if I did the tire. I never did a pipe.
The pipe is much less scary.
Okay.
You have a lot more distance on each side of you and you feel less like you might fall out.
Yeah.
The tire has a large aspect of feeling like you're just gonna slam on your side.
Well, one way or another.
God
you
bless Sam
all-
Cragen. Okay, what? I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this map is huge.
Yeah, you all make it down. Yeah, it's huge to the point that like it's a nightmare trying to even see like your actual mini, right?
God bless those markers on the right or on the left rather.
Yeah.
I always
yeah.
get those mixed up.
So here, wait. Let me
Oh.
check that vision is working. I want what? Command L. Yep.
I'm so small.
Yeah, you're. Yeah, it's made for giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me get my notes on this area. It is kind of amazing to see though, just like architecture on this scale, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So
Before we go in, I'd like to ritual cast detect magic just to have that.
okay. Yeah, so you take nothing out here appears magical, but it is up for what, 10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah.
Gotcha. So that is noted. So yeah, it's a 40-foot wide naturally formed stone like entrance essentially. Yeah, the ground is covered at this point with about a foot of snow. And as you get to the bottom, you can see that there are fresh tracks.
Big tracks, little tracks.
Make a survival check.
With guidance. Oh,
Okay then. Yeah, no, definitely human. And they are clearly going in to the temple. So yeah, so then there's let's really quick.
didn't mean to steal the Rangers' thunder there, but
That's how it goes sometimes.
guess this is what it be.
Yeah, so it is a huge stone dome that you can see. I think you guys can see the dotted line there. And then there are these 6 statues carved into pillars that are holding that dome up. Going from top to bottom, there's a hill giant lifting a rock above its head. Then a frost giant that looks pretty similar to Harshnag, chopping down a great pine tree. A cloud giant that appears to be flying among the birds in the sky. A flying storm giant hurling a lightning bolt down at something. A stone giant climbing a mountain. And then finally a fire giant with chained dwarven prisoners in a cavern.
Damn.
At the back, and then at the back of the dome, you can see there is the entrance. So your vision should be set like you can see as far as you'll see as you walk in, like based on the dark vision that you have. I will tell people with dark vision, which I think are going to be Josh, Dan, and Cameron, that there is a visual bug where like when light starts dimming out near your dark vision, it gets dimmer, right? Because like it can only consider you as in darkness or not, right? So then it gets kind of confused. They're working on that. They're gonna fix it. But like if the map in front of you randomly starts getting dark for no reason for you, don't be alarmed.
Okay.
That being said, what do you all do?
Somehow I don't have a light spell.
We could just go in.
Well, for light, the flame tongue honestly isn't the worst thing.
Do you want to light it?
Clicking on it didn't reveal the ability thing, so let me just double check. Yeah, no, that gives bright light for 40 feet and dim light for another 40. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna light it.
So say that again. Bright light.
Bright light for 40 and then dim light for another 40.
40. Low light. Another 40. Boom. So you can see. I think for you that should have already. Oh no, probably not yet. But as you walk in, you'll see it. It'll areas will reveal around mannequin. Do you start walking in?
I'm gonna.
Hey, Harshnag, are there any things we should know about this place? You know anything about it?
All he knows is that the Oracle is supposedly inside. He's never actually been here.
Alright.
He's deeply interested in the tracks going in, specifically because they're human sized. He would consider it kind of a great disrespect to come here without the guidance of giants.
I don't know what else we could determine about them besides the footprints. So I don't.
It doesn't look like they had any giants with them.
Okay, well, so at this point, yeah, you guys can actually like use your tokens to legitimately like mark where you want to go, and areas will be revealed. So
I'm gonna
okay.
be here.
Oh wow! Look at
Yeah.
mannequin go.
So at this point, as you walk forward, Danny, you can see. I have to unclick so that I can see the rest of the map. You hear the sounds of grunts, as if somebody is trying to lift something really heavy or push up against something. And you can also see the light of a single torch. It's pretty dim, but hold on, let me go like this. Bam. Gives off 20. And in front of you, based on this light, oh yeah, because now your vision is wild, right? If I go like this, Command L. Oh, so yeah, so there's like this weird gap that you guys can't see. That's funny. But yeah, so there are these ledges on either side of you, right, that are 20 feet up. That then you can see there's like these hallways in, right? I think Command L. Yeah. Up ahead there are a number of what look like barbarians trying to open a door. That's what the grunting is. They're shoving up against it. There is also a shaman and who seems to be the leader watching over. And the leader on a leash has a small, what appears to be a white dragon.
On a leash?
Yeah.
Pretty
What
cool.
wasn't there one set of footprints coming in?
No, I'm sorry. Maybe I was unclear. It's a bunch of them. Like
Okay.
however many. Yeah.
All right.
They don't seem to have noticed you thus far. But if you got any closer, if you can see them, whoa, that's weird. It's a weird opening.
I like it.
Let me make a perception check for the dragon.
For the whore.
So I forget. Did I put the staff in my bottle? Is that what we did with it?
That's fine by me if that's what you want it to be.
I just don't remember what we said.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no problem. So the as you're approaching right basically where you are, you see the dragon sort of like pulling against the leash, and the barbarian that is holding it, the leader, whip around, and at this point can mostly just see the bright light coming from the sword. So he doesn't really know exactly what he's up against. but you hear him yell out, "We've got company." What? They're not like necessarily attacking it, so I'm not gonna have you roll initiative. What do you all do?
Who goes
Um,
there?
I am Warm Blood. I'm the Warm Tribe.
Huh.
There's a worm tribe? Tribe
Yes.
of what?
Of fierce warriors.
But small warriors.
Well, I mean, they're the same size as you.
But not giant warriors.
They're not giants. No, they're humans.
What are you guys doing in this temple?
I would ask the same of you.
Well, it's considered very rude to come in here without any giants. So
Yeah, let me grab Harshnag as well.
I'd say you guys are the ones that have more explaining to do.
Yeah, at this point, Harshnag steps up. And with a surprisingly like diplomatic tone, is like, "You're all gonna have to get out of here right now." And the all the ones behind the leader are seem pretty scared. But the dragon, it's a white dragon wormling is what it is. Get it?
Okay.
Is ready to go and is trying to attack Harshnag, but the leader's holding it back. He goes, "Says who?" Harshnag says, "The leader of Force Grey, and
That's
a
some new
power
info.
and a force for good in giant kind."
What was he was the leader of?
Force Grey is
You
it's
know
like an
him well.
I don't know if I'm being stupid for not having known that before, but
He said it before. It's like part of it's an adventuring party that are
party that
all dead
defended-
except for him.
Yeah. And they clearly they're sort of at a standoff at this point. And it looks like it's about to get aggressive.
I'll say from one small folk to another. Why don't you guys just go down? I'll move to like the side of the hall and say, why don't you guys just go down this side and be on your way?
Just make a persuasion check.
All right.
You're good at those.
I like the idea of fighting a dragon that I know I can beat, but I also don't like the idea of killing a puppy dragon.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, okay. Warmblood looks to what seems to be his advisor, this shaman, and they kind of whisper back and forth to each other. You see that they're kind of deliberating what to do. But then they come to the resolution. So yeah, to start heading this way. And they kind of follows your lead, steps off to the side, lets them all pass. As they, oh god, it's gonna freak out. Hold on, nobody panic.
It turned out the lights were from the trees.
oh Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
because the dim light is probably like freaking it out. When you're there.
Mannequin
But then
panic. Wanda. That was a joke.
and once again the dragon wormling is like snapping at Harshnag, walks by, but Harshnag stays calm, cool, collected, doesn't phase him. And at least for the time being, they walk past and walk out.
All right, we'll see them when we try to leave, I guess, or like when we go to bed.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
If I go like this, only moved There we go. They're all out of there. Okay, so that's one crisis averted for now, right?
Wow. Great work.
Thank you.
So yeah, so you've got these ledges that are 20 feet up, and then the staircase up, and this door that they couldn't seem to get open. If I go like this, what can he see? Oh, I guess you guys can't see that now. What does it look like from Tony Budinsky's perspective? Oh yeah, so yeah, you can see like there's like the weird dim light effect. They're working on it. They're gonna fix it. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna ask Harshnag if he knows anything about the door.
He has no idea.
Oh,
So
I
we're
actually
supposed
went
to see it.
Don't walk past the door.
That was. I'm sorry. That was next week.
I guess you can't know. That's interesting, right? Like if I look at it from this
there it goes.
perspective, yeah, you like can't know that you're walking past it. That's okay.
So there's a big old door.
There's a big old door up here, yeah. He looks at. There's no markings on it or anything. It's just gigantic stone door. And Harshnag pushes on it, but it doesn't budge. I'll even make a strength check for him. Let's see. Character sheet. Sure, athletics. Nope, doesn't budge.
I want to check the ledges if I can climb those real quick to see if anybody's lurking behind the pillars.
Yeah, Harshnag will give you a boost.
Yay! Thanks.
Yo, are we seeing a
Yeah.
video
I
of
just kind of want to
Jonas
look
by
for
Josh
any like
Baumgarten?
scripture
Yo.
thing.
I had to go to my phone because my microphone stopped working, and I didn't realize you could do this on your phone. What's up?
It
Yeah.
looks like there might be hallways at like on these ledges.
There are, yeah.
Wow, I'm a genius.
And
All right, I don't see any intruders, but there are 4 paths.
what is happening?
4 paths on each side, or just 4 paths?
2 paths on each side. 2 towards the doors and 2 towards where we came from.
Do you all want Harshnag to lift you up?
I mean, I'd like to look see if there's any writing around or on the big
Oh.
door.
Gotcha. Make an investigation check.
Guidance.
We're back to this one.
Oh, don't need it.
Unfortunate, yeah. Holy shit, dude. Unfortunately, though, there's no markings on it or anything. This
Damn.
just seems to be purely an entrance chamber. Tony, you going around, you can see, yeah, there's the pathways up. Either way. Also, if you saw there's like the small,
Dots?
yeah, those are sconces that you could light torches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll fucking light those boys.
Okay. Here, let me do some.
Oh, is this about to be amazing?
Maybe, I don't know.
You're about
This
to hear
light is so
the
dynamic.
Zelda puzzle solve when I light all these torches.
Boom. Let me click on you. Boom. Boom. Paste.
Still getting like I'm not over this dynamic lighting. This
It's
is
pretty
wild.
crazy.
Cool, right? I want on this layer. Okay, so are you all? You're all going up on the ledge at this point.
Sure.
You can go ahead and move yourselves over. You should be able to see everything, right? That's the one thing. It's especially with a map this big, it's really hard for me to keep track of what you can see and what you can't.
Right.
But I can. So you come to. Sure enough, there's this hallway that goes either way. There seems to just to the left be just a open up into I mean small for giant size, but obviously pretty large in your case room. There is a lever on the wall,
Oh shit.
12 feet up in the air,
Interesting.
and frozen over with ice.
Okay. I get the feeling there's going to be another lever on the other side, and we're going to need to synchronize the pulling of the levers. First, we're going to have to thaw. I don't really have anything for thawing this. Does anybody else?
I could use a fireball.
I have a bonfire.
That might be a little better.
I could use shatter to shatter the ice. I don't know if I want to do that though.
The spell's a lot lower than fireball, but yeah, we can see
You
how
hold a
that
torch
works.
up to it.
Mannequin, I'm moving you over so that you can see what's happening. Command decision, especially because you're where the stream
Oh wait,
is.
where am I? Oh, over here.
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. We might work out something where like you have different vision settings, just so that it's a little bit more clear. We'll see how it turns out. So yeah, so the lever is 12 feet up off the ground. Harshnag can reach it, but he can't. No, he can just reach it. He can pull it if you want him to. He's like, should I?
Let's see what's
Do
on the
it.
other side. I'm gonna see what's over here.
On the other side. So on the
Yeah.
other side there is. Ooh, does that have a? It doesn't. It's supposed to. Let me really quick make one.
I see a lever, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, on the other side to down to the bottom. I see what you mean. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna go this. Double click. And then come over here. Yeah, there's a very similar lever on the other side. Also 12
Alright.
feet up. Not as icy though.
Okay, cool. In that case, I don't know. I feel like they gotta be pulled at the same time. I don't know why I think that, but that's what I think. So I could pull this one with a rope or something if I just lasso it, I guess. Well, Harshnag pulls the other one. Are you guys into that?
Yeah.
Go for it.
How
Alright.
how do you coordinate to be at the same time? Do you just yell?
Well, we can have yeah. I mean, we could have like people hand signalers who are looking at each other from across
From,
the
like,
thing,
over
and then also looking into the rooms.
Absolutely.
I can message a little bit.
Oh, true.
I mean, I think message is only 30 feet.
Yeah, so not super helpful.
Not
But I
super.
mean, we can't see that far either, so.
That's true. Yeah. You would have to like find a way to light in the center somehow.
But just drop the flame tongue in the hallway.
Will that work?
Yeah.
Just dropping it on the ground.
Or use the bonfire spell.
Bonfire might be. I mean, do we have torches? We're adventurers, right? We should have torches.
Oh yeah, we have
They're in your
several
inventory,
torches.
Yeah.
We definitely all have torches.
Yeah,
Well, actually, I don't have torches.
I'm pretty sure I have like the 10 torch, John.
Oh, also, I guess if you came over here too, I can light over here these sconces as well.
Is there
Yeah,
a
I
way
actually
to make
don't
it
see
so
any of the sconces lit.
Oh, interesting. Hold on, I'll see what.
Is there a way to make it so the areas that you've been before become like ghosted but like logged? You know?
Yeah, I'll see if there is a way I can do that. It might get fucked up now because you walked through the wall.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. They should have light coming from them. Let's
Hmm.
definitely do.
It's not a big deal.
Well, you probably can't because to get in range of it, you already have like the dark vision. So it's not the torch
Oh,
doesn't
oh.
make a difference to you because your dark vision is 60 feet and they only give off light 40 feet away.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like I would have like 100 feet of vision or something.
No.
Okay.
But they theoretically are. I'm sure. Bottom line, I'm sure you guys have a way that you can coordinate it.
Yeah.
So so you like lasso it with your rope, and then you're gonna try to pull on it.
Yeah. If anybody wants to help, I mean,
I'll
couldn't
help.
hurt. All right.
Rock on, man.
Harshnag at
Yeah.
this point is a little bit impatient, and so he literally goes and from over here like tosses you across. But yeah, you can come across. Oh, am I not on the right? What the heck? Why are you all ghosts? I'm grabbing you, Nemo, and it's gonna be
shit.
dramatic, but I'm gonna. Oh, you're gone.
I apologize. I'm back.
Grab me. I was looking for where I was supposed to be.
Yeah, over here. That's the one thing that's gonna be, and then I'll shift Bing so you can see it.
When there's a chance of convenience, can I get a brief recap?
So I don't know when you left, to be honest, but there are two levels.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Two rooms over here. So there's the room that you're in. You're in 2A, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that, but this one, and then down here in 2B where Tony is, which probably let me see if I can turn on that
I'm just moving my token around, holding it.
so people can see. Nice, that's a pretty good idea. Dynamic lighting, explorer mode. Let's see what that does. Can you see like basically everything now?
It means I can see what I have seen since.
Yeah,
I
and it's
turned
only
that on.
starting right now. It's not what I've seen already, which
Oh,
is good because I accidentally went in the other room.
Yeah, so I can't see the room where Tony is at all,
okay. So
I see it all.
but I can see like the room where I just was without actually being in it.
all right. Well, really quick, just move your token around, I guess, and get yourself some vision.
Yeah, I still can't see it.
You can't see your token?
No, I can't see where Tony is.
Yeah, you would have to move over there so that you.
No, even when I do that, I still can't see it.
Let me find you then and see what I can do.
Oh, are those the sconces on the pillars?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like the 3 dots at the other end of the hallways, like beside
Like
the
a
lever.
portcullis thing that's supposed
Okay.
to. Okay, Breeze, I'm grabbing you. Eventually. Now everything's freaking out because it's super confused. Let me move you. Like not grabbable for me. Boom. All right. If I go like this, are you gaining vision? Sam?
I'm not. No, I can see this main open area, and I can see the room where the one lever is at the top, but I can't see anything where my character is right now.
What the heck?
It's just
Dynamic lighting, yeah.
I mean, it is like in beta. They're trying their best.
Nolan T, you
Nolan T.
fucking bastard.
Here's what I'm gonna. Let me double check your set. You have vision. I'm gonna make you emit light for a second to see if that helps. Still nothing?
nope. I can see it now.
Okay, now I'm gonna try turning that off.
now I can. Yes, now anything that gets lit stays visible.
Okay, so we'll do that for
I
now.
just have to see it initially at some point, and then it stays.
Yep. There's that. Hold on, I have to go with this really quick now.
Nemo, we're gonna
Although I
place
guess
it.
you've already seen past it. Oh, well, you can't. That's
No, I don't actually see anything past the door. If you're talking about me.
Neither do I.
Okay. Drawing, draw a line.
Excuse me.
Just drawing a shape. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Oh, S. Okay, you guys are pulling the levers.
Oh, pulling it so good.
Make an athletics check for me.
I will. Just you watch. Nemo, you got my back.
Yeah, man. What do
Yes,
I
you make it
do
an
from-
advantage with the help.
All right.
13. Yeah, you manage. So you go and you like go to pull on the rope, and you actually you just like start pulling yourself up almost. But then the weight of you with all your armor and weapons and gear slowly pull it down, and you hear two slams, slightly set off because Harshnag had a much easier time, right outside over here,
Uh-oh.
and then creaking as the doors open.
Oh.
Lit.
So now when you come out, ooh, from Josh, okay.
Ooh.
There's two large stones that are blocking the exit, but this door is open.
Okay, that's worth it.
So we can't get out.
I'm guessing they're like counterweights for the doors. So it's like a security measure. Nobody else comes in while we're doing our stuff.
Okay.
All right, are you heading over to the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the portcullises on the sides do anything?
No, they did not.
Okay, yeah. Go to the door, baby.
Okay, so this room up here.
Oh, the doors are open. That's why I can see.
Yeah. So thick frost clings to every surface of this 100-foot high vaulted chamber.
Nice.
7 enormous statues dominate the room. The largest of them, an 80-foot tall robed giant, his arms outstretched and his face hidden beneath a stony cowl. Facing a glowing archway in the east, on the east wall. So if you guys, I don't know what it looks like for you at all. If you
I
can,
see like a half glowing sphere.
yep. So that's the glowing archway. I'm not allowed to.
Is
do
that 80-foot giant missing an arm?
No. Clever, but no. Kneeling in rows to each side of the statue are 6 statues half its size, each impressive in its own right, depicting a paragon of a type of giant: hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the bigger one in the room's center. In their outstretched arms, 5 of the giants hold weapons, gifts for their All-Father. Only the frost giant statue is unarmed. It's
Maybe we should identify some of these other weapons.
I can try if
Hashtag's
they're
got a
magical.
frost
It's just
giant
gonna
weapon.
take time.
I'm gonna move.
I also have detect magic going.
You do it. Yeah. It's definitely been less than 10 minutes at this point. The archway, if you walk over and you look at it, is definitely magical. None of the statues are though.
What's the arch? Which part is the archway?
We're all the way over here.
It's magical. Can I see what type of magic?
It is. I'm trying to think of what it would be. Divination would be the answer. Divination.
Divination.
Ooh.
And it's just an archway. Is it like glowing or something?
Yeah, it's lightly glowing, and as you get closer, I'll send a. This is what it looks. So it has all these different symbols.
And do I know what those symbols mean?
Hill,
maybe-
cloud, something, something, stone. Like,
Yeah. Stan got the idea. So it's 6 different. So the archway is 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. 6 different runes are carved into it, each one inlaid with mithril, and a glowing mist fills the arch. That's what's giving off. Niches in the walls on either side of it contain empty, ice-covered sconces made of iron. So yeah, presumably the different symbols pertain to different kinds of giants.
Cool.
And which giant doesn't have a weapon?
The frost giant,
Oh.
which is which one?
Wait, is my microphone working? I'm using my PC mic. Oh, that's so much easier. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let me, the double doors are 30 feet, blah, blah, blah. Which are listed here. Okay, cool. The frost giant. So this one right here is the frost giant that is missing a weapon. Hold on, let me do this again. Why am I not allowed to select your tokens right now? That is my goddamn right. Can you guys see, Pat? You see like north and north, right?
See what?
Can you see this ping?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I can see the ping. Yeah.
Wait,
Can
do it
you-
I
again.
can see the ping, but not the room.
Gotcha. So you can see like the edge of it coming over the fog of war.
No, I can see your
I
blue
can see that
circle
there are
appearing, but I
doors
see
there.
it. Your blue circle is appearing amongst
In the
all
dark.
black.
Yeah,
Amongst-
it's a straight line of black where the
Cool.
wall is.
Okay, so there are sets of
Sure.
doors here.
Is there any way to just like light it up? I don't know.
If I could, if it would let me see what your tokens could see, the answer is yes. Is it this? Maybe it's just Tony's for some reason. If I use Harshnag,
Does Tony have dark vision?
Tony does have dark vision, but it shouldn't matter. Maybe you can't do that with Explorer mode. I'll have to mess with it more. That's why I said it's going to be a learning process. And it might just be that the map is too big for it to handle what's going on. I also don't know where anybody else's tokens are. Oh, you guys are all back here. Okay. It is 9:45, however, so unless you guys have any want to keep going, or if you have some brilliant ideas of what you want to do next, we can call it for here, and you guys can figure out where you want to go and keep exploring next time.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. So yeah, we've made it to the Temple of the All Father.
Nice.
If you didn't pick your magic items, which I think is Josh and Cameron.
I've got one in mind. I don't know the other though.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that over the next week. I will continue to fidget with how this whole dynamic lighting thing works. And if it does work, and if not, then I'll just turn it off and I'll use regular fog of war to hide stuff from you, and it'll just be a little bit more work for me, but that's fine. If not, and I get it to work, that'll be cool too. But yeah, thank you guys all for playing. We're
Thank
making
you.
progress.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
We're on our way.
God bless.
Yeah.
Hop
Have a
up.
good night.
Have a good
All
night.
right. Everyone have a great
Take
night.
it easy.